Taurus, Russell, Crowe, Brandon, and Lee. So the name Russell, Crowe, hold on a minute, Brand. So you might be in a band or making a brand. Was there in Brangelina or Tina or Tyler or Tarot, or also could be a tarot brand that you're looking at, okay, or looking at doing. But brand may be a band, but looking to start up my own brand. Now, whatever that is, I'm also picking up like Brooke Bond tea. So James Bond might have some 0 Knife Path 7 or a Cancerian. Okay, but like Brooke Bond tea is actually tea. So you might be from Britain here, but I'm picking up like I'm going to make a brand of tea or some sort of like food. Okay, like I'm making food and blah, 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 and I'm looking to put my own spin on it and to make it my own and then sell it as food. Okay, for a lot of you here. So how you doing, Taurus? So you're going to have to give me a moment. So this is remote viewing. It's a mixture of everything, really. It's like remote viewing. It's channeling, automatic writing, that kind of stuff. Pictures, dates, events, all of that kind of thing can come out. So you have to kind of give me a chance to get out what is needed to come out. So event, horizon. So that would be my aqua. But event. So I'm going to an event. This could be tallying up with what has come out through the other remote viewing stuff, because it's getting me to do this again through the other channeled messages, where there's an event that all these people are wanting to queue up to go to. Okay. And it's all heading towards this event. Like something big is coming up for you to do. So I don't know when people's birthdays is, but I'm picking up like a huge event, like a very big event, like my 50th birthday or something like that. Okay. Or my 60th, but like a really big event that everybody is kind of like waiting for. Like I'm really waiting for this news to come up. Now, I don't know whether it's bad, good or bad yet. Bad, Michael Jackson. So Michael Jackson obviously was. So a lot of you may have tickets to go to something. Now, the biggest event that I know of at the moment is Oasis. I would love to go and see Oasis, but they're way too expensive. So it could be from like Manchester or something like that. I think they were from Manny. But yeah, like a ticket deal. I've got these tickets to go and see this event, and that it's kind of coming up to that time and that date that, you know, it's all relying on us going to this event, these tickets that I've bought. Now, this could even be something very simple like a holiday or something that you've got coming up, and you know, you're taking your family with you and you're going on holiday, and it's something. Okay, so now they're getting me to do this. A for sale sign. For sale. Okay, you have to excuse me if I don't spell correctly all the time. It's because I've got thousands of messages running through my head and visions at the time. And normally if I spell something incorrectly, it's a reason, because it ends up coming out with a name or something. So I'm picking up the name Sal, Sally, Anne. Now, if any of these names come up as deceased loved ones, there you go. Okay. Anne, Anna, my nana, my nan. Okay, so some of you may have had a deceased. Oh, okay. So for some of you, this is a foreclosure sale of a parent's house. Okay, now because it feels like that if this person has not passed, right? If they haven't passed on yet, it's kind of like we're waiting for that to happen, right? And the family have all got their like I'm lining up to find out what the will is going to be. Unless your name is Willie or William Fogg or Bill. Kill Bill. Don't know why they want me to draw a heart around that heart-shaped box. Might be something around Nirvana. So that was Pisces. Oh, okay. Cancer. Yeah. So unfortunately, I'm sorry. I don't want to make all of these bloody remote viewing sessions to do with cancer, but unfortunately, it's kind of in this reading as well. Now, in a lot of the readings throughout the week, I've kind of said that it's spreading into this reading, and then the message was from Spirit, it's spreading. So it's like lymph node, where there were so many people in the comments saying, oh my God, it's my nan, it's my mum, it's possibly me, I've got to go and have a test. And I did have a test and I am suffering from it. It's very much in this reading, Taurus. Now, don't forget, because I read in numerology, okay, Taurus is also a major arcana 5, and Sagittarius card, which is a star sign, is also a major arcana 5. So when I'm reading tarot, that is how I read, right? So I'm basically calling out a 5. If Taurus is a 5, and which is a star sign, right, you guys, the other 5 that is a star sign is Sag. And in Sagittarius reading, where we had, 10,000 views, it was very prominent in that reading. Where is this now? Very prominent in this reading. Now, you could be like a Sag, Taurus, Taurus, Sag in your chart. If you don't, and you're a Sagittarius watching, you don't have no Taurus in your chart, it's because you're looking at that major arcana 5. Okay, you're looking at that 5. This is like, people ask me a lot all the time and whatnot. This is how I decode everything and decode the matrix and channel and whatnot, because it involves so much, but it mainly does involve the numerology parts, right? If you followed me for a while, you know, but there's a lot of you that are probably newcomers from Newcastle. Newcastle. Hey, you're right there, Teddy. Well, I'm picking up some messages, but you get the gist right here. If you don't, there's videos all on the join button below where I teach everything. So Newcastle. So what they're saying is that some of this is an event that's led up through this whole week of where there is a conclusion of like this cancer that may be within, I don't know, I really hope, I don't hope for God that it be in anybody, but heart-shaped box. Nirvana spoke about Pisces in that, which was a 3. Okay, life path 3 on Pisces. And then it spoke about that I would eat the darkness out of your heart, I think it was. Okay. So Nirvana, heart-shaped box. So listen to the song if you guys don't already know what Nirvana heart-shaped box is. Well, listen to it, okay, and it might have relevance to you. Relevance, reverend. So this is like church, man. It's like going to church, ba 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 ba. So where was this in this drawing here that they're getting me to look at now? This should hopefully blow your fucking mind, Taurus, because it shows you how channeling works when you're doing tarot, when you're doing tarot card readings. It also shows you how that is relevant in Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, parents in your life, children in your life, okay, and how messages can come through as the Akashic records of where they all come together right at the end and they make a story, right? So this was in another reading. It's to do with the tower, but I'm picking this up as a church this time, okay? And this is going to church, and it's about seeing a reverend and making plans for someone's untimely death, okay? Jeff, Steve. So obviously, right, I'm not saying, because a lot of people, man, the trouble is when you get bigger as a channel, this happened before I stopped for a while, is that the bigger it gets, the more dickheads that you get that seem to think that they can just say some weird fucking shit in the comment section. We've also had a scammer in a lot of you. Thank you so much for letting me know, everybody. Everybody's been sending me messages. Steve, this person's getting you to send, as if I would talk about God anyway, scammer, right? I'm really not a person that would say, oh, my holy child, thanks for fucking reaching out and commenting on my channel. All you really need to do, blessed child, is to ring this number and pay all of this money. As if I would fucking do that. People on this channel, bruv, they know me, right? I'm not an anus like yourself. So don't be fooled by someone leaving you comments and shit in the comment section about phone me on this number. And I would never leave my phone number like on there. Right. But anyway, digress. So this reading is about a church, about more than likely going to church to plan, or it has happened, the death of someone. If it isn't, then it's like this waiting, this queue of like, we're just kind of, you know, we're counting down the days now, so on and so forth. And we're now having to think, okay, if mum or dad wasn't here, you know, or grandma or grandpa, how do we separate this between these people and these children and so on and so forth, right? And how do we now thinking about putting their house up for sale and how much would it be and blah, blah, blah. And then you could have all of these fucking family members that are coming out the woodwork of like, well, we've never done anything for mum or dad. And we're now interested in how much we're going to be getting right here. So there could be a few arguments that you may happen in May. Now, that is remote viewing. For a lot of you that have said, this is not remote viewing. It is automatic writing. It's both. But remote viewing is more geographical, right? So it kind of tells you dates and events and places, right? I'm getting the month of May. May Day. Okay. Coming into land in May, right? So for some of you that are not relating to this illness or death or cancer or anything like that, you may just be discovering some kind of big energy coming towards you and coming in, right? For me, it's been my channel, right? I'm so grateful, I really am. But for me, it's been my channel, right? These are like clients queuing up for wanting personal readings that you can get below, okay? And also coming into the channel, right? If you're relating more to that kind of energy, that's what that is at the moment. There's this may, I may be not. Okay, maybe a Pisces, I may do or I may not, like want to date someone. And I may be speaking to someone, I may not be. Do they love me? Do they love me not? Do they love me? Do they love me not? Do they want me? Do they want me not? It's more of a limbo energy. Lymph node. Okay. Lymph node. Okay. So it's more of a limbo energy of like 9. I'm so crap at spelling lymph node. And then what did I say? Lymph node and then 9. So that represent Virgo. Okay, did you know that Richard Branson, one of the most richest and famous person on the earth, couldn't spell? I don't know, I'm just special in some ways and not special in others. I just can't retain information. I've got ADHD, Taurus. And when I was at school, things like spelling and reading, I could not retain the information in my head. Like I would do it, but it would just go in one ear and straight out the other. I was not interested in it. I have to be stimulated. Where the fuck did that come from? I have to be mentally stimulated, to hold like conversation and to hold, I'm a Gemini moon, but to hold something in my brain to think, right, that's staying in my head. If it's reading and writing or was in the past, it's like, fuck it, it's gone. Right, I'm not interested in it. I don't need it, even though I kind of do. So Virgo, life path 9 in limbo. So it's like this crossover, right, of like, I always say 9 is limbo and it's purgatory. It's kind of like this non-completed energy where it may not have happened yet, but it's kind of coming up. And it might be around a Virgo. Okay, but it's like, we're kind of in that state now where we're the state. So it might be like moving. Okay, let's go back over to this page. It might be to do with around moving and selling an estate. So like my family's estate, they own this, they've got that, they've got work, they've got a few things, and we're kind of organizing it all. We may be going to, like, for a for sale sign and selling their house or the home or the family house or home, and blah blah blah, so on and so forth. If it isn't anything to do with around like the loss of someone, like dying or Diane, like I'm really kind of picking up like the sell of a house, a property, mortgage, and the value of it, or Valerie or Mallory. Okay, but I need to find out what the valuation is, and I need to know how much, because some of you really could be considering just moving, right? Or selling up someone's house. You could even do this as a property, like you do it for a living, like you actually sell property, right? Not yours, but other people's property. Now, I don't know why they get me to draw this as well. Like this way, that way, here, like when you drive along the side of the road, right? Rhodes Island, maybe. Really do keep picking up that people are thinking about traveling or going somewhere, right? Like across the country or across the world or something. The world, that'll be a 3 Pisces. But like, when you pull up and there's a fucking signpost that says, welcome to whatever, Trevor, and then this way, that way, blah, 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 right? So I'm picking up like for sale signs. I'm picking up like traveling and destination. Okay. These are also like navigating streets, like these streets were too many names to me. I'm used to Glenfield Road, and the nighttime down in Archie. I will make this eventually, I know. These streets with too many names to me. I'm used to Glenfield Road. Glenfield? Well, that would be Sheffield or Scotland. See, you spot a rabbit. Come up here and I get a carrot. Glenfield Road. Okay, unless your name is Glenn or Glenfield. But Sheffield, Glenfield would be more Scotland. Manchester, Leeds, like where I'm from. But people ask me, like, if you look at the UK map, I'm sort of here. Here's Scotland. Here is fucking hell, I can't think now. But you got London, blah blah blah. Then you go right down. I'm not Midlands. I'm just sort of here, right? But there's this like contemplating on moving, selling, traveling. A lot of you may be really considering, and we're hearing the name Brian. Okay, Brian. But like planning, organizing, like, a will and testament and all of that sort of thing, and a house and a church and that kind of stuff to find out, talk to the vicar, or Vicky, Sticky Vicky. Now, I did hear testament, my testimony, my testimony, like I need to go in and take a test. Some of you actually haven't been for a test yet. Whatever that is, whether that be medical, you're like, I haven't been yet, but I keep meaning to go to have my heart checked or something, but my test, I haven't had it yet, right? Blood test or any kind of test. But I'm definitely hearing my will, my testament, my test, tickles. Okay? So my testes, some of you are like me, you're a guy and you don't really check anything here, which we should, but oh God. There is nothing worse than having to go prodding around your private parts, right, guys? Well, and girls. But there's a lot of men on here too. So, try and check, because it says testicles, okay? So maybe time for a checkup here. Will and testimony, pheromones. Someone moans quite a lot. Always arguing and moaning and groaning. Oh, I'm kind of really picking up like an elderly person. I don't know why. That's kind of because I'm hearing them go, yeah. Sorry. Woo, who's doing that? That the awful groan turned into a whoa, that's woo. But like okay, let's fucking leave that spirit, because I don't know who that is moaning, whether it's a pleasurable moan or not moan, but someone's moaning up in here. Woo! Oh yeah. Where the hell did that come from? I don't know. You could be called what do you call it? God, when she gets it stuck in her hand, she's like, "Hello." It's like shit. It's in your hair. What else have we got here? Selling, moving, Cancer being prominent in the family. In the family. What's that? Who's that from? Like, oh, Sicily. Sister. It's in my sister. Maybe a blister. On the palm of her hand is a blister. Melissa. But it may be a cyst. Like, this could be like a fatty lump. Like, it's not actually cancer. It's like ovaries that have got like a cyst on it. Okay, so it's not like malignant. It's not serious. It just needs taking off, right? For some of this is what they're saying. Like, it's a cyst. And it could be to do with your sister. So if you're like a Taurus or a Sag or a Life Path 5 and you've got a sister, could be something to do with your sister, right? But this is like ovaries. And I may have a lump, but it's not malignant. It just needs something that I have on my body needs checking and taking off. So it could be like breast, because the main thing of what I'm picking up here, right? I know I did say lymph node, but for some of it here, I'm picking up where it's not actually serious. It's like, it's one of those fucking games, isn't it? Where it's not as serious as you think, but it does require an operation. Now, I don't, like I said, the reason I do these is because you don't want to be watching these readings if you've got psychosis, right? Because I do not want to fucking set people off and start causing harm to people mentally. You know, you've got to have your faculties when you're watching me, right? Because I can come out with all kinds of stuff. And I can't never guarantee you that this is right. Gary, and then Gary, or Garth, Gina as well. Gina and also J and G. But Gina, Tina, Gary, yeah, so like I said, please just be aware of things. Don't go freaking out. Let's see. I'm just going to do you a couple of tarot card readings, Taurus, because we've only done 25 minutes. So what I'm eventually probably going to do, I don't know yet. I might be just doing tarot card readings on the join button below. Just quick ones. And then these will be on YouTube so you can get a contrast of both. Taurus, Two of Wands, because this will show more love life energy, really, tarot. someone that I care about, someone that I'm looking after, like a mother, an elderly mother. You could even do this for a living, right? You're a care worker, okay? Taurus. See, it's very complicated because I can't see a love life here, really. I'm picking up more of what I teach people of, like, if you're on a spiritual journey, the last thing you want to do is cut people off. But then I get people arguing with me saying, you're supposed to cut off karmic exes and you're supposed to not be mistreated. Obviously, right? But what I'm saying is if you tarnish all of the future with the past, you're not really on a spiritual journey, right? It's on a you know, I watch tarot, but, you know, you've got to go through the thick and the thin in order to understand what relationships are about without, I'm not going to go into it. But, you know, spiritually, in order to evolve spiritually, you need metaphysical connections in order to be able to understand metaphysics, which is not there. So what does that enhance? Things like this, right? Remote viewing, okay? Automatic writing, visualization. Why is that? Why did it happen to you, Steve? I've had so many metaphysical connections, I have lost fucking count, right? So it's led me to a lot of visualization of brain, of dreaming, like path 7, 7 of cups, dreaming, visualization, using my mind instead of my eyes. When you can't use your eyes, you have to use your surprise, right? Which is your sixth sense. Can't see anything, but I can visualize it in my head, right? So that comes down to like this, yeah. What's your reading? God knows. Fucks, crazy. Third party energy maybe. Split up, break up. Not really talking to anyone at a distance. Past energy of a 2 of cups. Not with them anymore. Okay. So there you go. Taurus or Sagittarius or those path 5. Please make sure you like, share and subscribe. It really helps. People, if you want to beat people and you want more readings, Taurus, I know I haven't done you many, but it's because you guys... You don't watch the readings, right? If you do, and people subscribe, 80% of people actually out there only watch and don't bother subscribing. And then it just comes up again and they're like, oh, okay, I'll watch it, but I won't subscribe. That helps me, right? That's what I need from you guys. I need that help. I'm trying to get this channel where I don't have to ask you guys to pay a bloody thing. I just hopefully get YouTube to pay it, and I'm cushy, bro. YouTube pay me. You guys don't have to pay me at all. Apart from if you want personal readings, which I will get at in a minute. So please don't go anywhere. So the things that I really do need from you, Taurus, is if you've been a part of the channel, is to smash the like button, is to leave any kind of comment that you want, but interact with the channel, okay? Watch every or any reading from the beginning as close to the end as you can, because that's audience retention rate. If it drops and nobody watches it all the way through, they think that people are obviously not interested, right? So try not to click off, okay? Even when I'm saying this shit, but a lot of guys don't know, so I have to say it. That kind of stuff, right? So there you go, brilliant, thank you so much. Now, if you also want to click on any advert, if you see an advert, click on it, okay? Go away a second, then come back and just watch. You don't have to buy anything. If you do, it gives me more. If you don't, as long as you click on it, it pays me more, okay? What else do we go over? Now, if you want a personal reading, my personal Facebook page is below as a link. If it doesn't work, just copy and paste it and put it into Google, and then it should bring you up very close to like what my Facebook looks like, right? It's the same icon as on here. You've got to have a profile, because I will send you a message and, you know, I'll try to figure out whether you're a scam artist or if you're actually on here. Send me a message on Messenger. Send me a friend request. That way, it's so much easier for me to keep track of people that want readings. Okay? That's that. If you just want to really help me out at the moment and you want to join the join button, you're like, I really love Steve, I'd love to help you out. It's only a few dollars per month. The join button is there, and there are loads of videos over there for you to dig your teeth into. Okay? So thanks very much, guys. Really do appreciate it. There's my sales pitch. Right? And I will see you later.